How would you sum it up here?
3 different seasons. We talked about it, 4-19 start, 500 after that, where we have the 6th best record in the Eastern Conference after the terrible start, 30-29. 3 different teams, 3 different seasons almost. And again, we're disappointed. I'm disappointed. But I think, disregard the 4-19. I said at the beginning of the season we're going to be knocking on the door of the playoffs. And you look at our record, you look at our team, and we're going that way. And we got to get ready for the next step.
Is there an element of optimism, obviously, because of the wins? Take us through what else might be making people feel good?
Well, everybody has seen it. The growth of DeMar DeRozan shooting a 3-point shot, the growth of Valanciunas, just the development of those guys come along. Rudy Gay integrating in and finding his way through in the middle of the season. Just so many positives, I think, from it. So I just see so much growth from Quincy Acey's a great story. Here's a kid who went down to the D-League, got his confidence, coming back playing with tremendous confidence, playing within himself. Do we have some things to improve on? Yes, each individual knows what they got to improve on as a team. We know what we have to do. We're going to figure out what we have to do as an organization to improve our team in any way we can. Again, I think we're making the right steps in that building process.
Not to ask you anything too personal, but what will you tell Brian and maybe Wade and ownership in your exiting that you'd like to see?
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, be private, what we talk about. Again, it's something internal. Brian and I talk every day about needs and what we need, what we're improving on, what we have to do. But again, we'll have some discussions, I'm sure. And again, what we need to do to change the roster and that type of thing.
If there was one specific skill or one attribute you wanted to add to the team for next season, what would that be?
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot. We have to evaluate, let this sink in a little bit, evaluate where we are, what we need. Everybody's got their own ideas, but we just got to come together collectively and figure out what it is that we need and what we can do. There's a lot of growth that could happen internally. Each individual that's under contract right now. So we'll see. It's going to be an organizational thing, and a lot of. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of meetings to figure things out.
You mentioned DeMar's improvement in 3-point shooting. You spent 2 years with him now. What's it been like to see the growth in his game?
It's beautiful. I think this young man, as a young man, he's growing up. He's 23 years old. Just his development, just in the last part of the season after that tough start. You just see the confidence growing. Teams double teaming him, passing out of double teams. I think his next step is ball handling the pick and rolls. Continue to improve his 3-point shooting, learning to shot fake and drive from the 3-point line. So he's there, but he hasn't hit his ceiling yet. And there's a lot of maturity, physical, mental, that's going to happen with a 23-year-old young man.
Obviously, this isn't the ending that you wanted, but as a coach, is there a sense of pride that the team continued to fight and to...
No question. These guys held on to the rope, and that's all I preached since the 4-19 start, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. Keep pushing them. It was some rocky roads, some tough times, but everybody held on to the rope. And we could easily, again, we had, the 6th best record in the East, 30-29. And that's nothing to sneeze at. Again, 6-19, I don't know what our road schedule was. I think our first 19 out of 30 or whatever it was on the road. And most of them were Western Conference games. So we've got every built-in mountain we had to go over to get over it. Valanciunas stepping in, starting as a rookie, tough times for him. I mean, he had a lot to learn. First night, Roy Hibbert, all-star center. Wasn't fair, but that's the NBA. And he missed training camp. So we had so many hurdles to get over, and yet still we came out in 30-20. Guys held onto the rope and kept going. So that's what I pull from this. I mean, I'm proud of the way they fought. Am I happy with the way the season went? No. Because as a coach, my goal here is to win, get into the playoffs, and go beyond. I've been there. I know what it tastes like. I want our guys to taste it too.
Can you talk about the strong fan support that you got throughout the season?
I beg your pardon?
Talk about the strong fan support that the team got.
Beautiful. I mean, and that's what I told our guys the other night. We have some of the best fans in the NBA. I don't think we get the respect we deserve from the rest of the NBA because we're up here in Canada, right, wrong, and different. And last night I thought was a great look for our team on TNT. Even though I don't know if Canada got the broadcast, but it got in the U.S. I got so many emails of people that I didn't even remember I was up here in Canada, but it saw the TNT game. So that's the type of exposure. Our guys took advantage of it. They played it right, wrong, and different. That's what it is, and that's the way that our guys performed last night on U.S. national TV, and that was huge for our guys.
Talked a lot during the year about maybe rushing the playoff comp last year heading into this year. Now, just to be clear, this should be the group you think should be.
That should be our next step, is to the playoffs. I mean, we got to make some improvement from within, big steps. I told the guys, when you work another hour, you work an hour, you're tired, just think, okay, Carmelo Anthony's over there in New York working. I got to work as hard as he's working to work that next step. Again, we can pick this season apart, left, right, wrong, good, bad, but I think we're going in the right direction and to go to the playoffs. And again, the development of our players here, some changes in the roster somewhere, which we got to sit down and talk about. Again, Brian has done a heck of a job of getting the core pieces, some good assets within the organization, and we got to go from there.
Thank you.
Okay.